Hey guys, how's it going in? Welcome back! Alright, so we're going to talk to you about Steam and some stupid stuff about it. So, I have Steam on both my Mac and my PC. Okay? And this is the first time I ever tried this stupid stunt. So, normally I play on the PC, and one of the games I have on here is Dungeon Lords, right? I thought, okay, well, I'd like to be able to take Dungeon Lords and convert it over to the Mac so I can just run it offline. Like, you can run your games offline. It's not a big deal, okay? Well, some anyways. Um, and Dungeon Lords is a game that once it's installed, there's a shortcut on your desktop on your PC, because it is a PC-only game nowadays. And of course, with that, you can play either online or offline. Makes no difference, right? Okay, thought that's a good thought process. Now on the Mac, of course, the game is not available, right? So I thought, all right, well, let's go click on Dungeon Lords and we can stream it. And I thought, oh, cool, I can stream this to my Mac? Awesome. But then it wants an authorization code to any other PCs that are on your network that may have Steam as well. So it automatically knows my PC is there. Okay, fine. So then you got to fire up your PC because it's already on anyways, in my case, and because it found it. And okay, fine. Go on the PC side, type in the 4-digit code, away you go, and you think things are going to go well. Well, here's where the problems start. Dungeon Lords starts to automatically fire up on my Mac side, because I have to go back to the Mac. I share one screen with two computers, but anyways, it doesn't matter. Point is, it launches the game on the PC, and it launches it on the Mac. And I'm like, okay, I'm only asking for authorization from the PC, so I thought, apparently, it fires up the game. I might as well just use my PC, right? So, but I wanted to port this over to the porting toolkit that I have from Paul the Tall. This way I can, create my own port, because while the game does not exist on the PC side in porting toolkit, okay? So I thought, all right, well, I'll just do a custom port. Well, the problem is you do a custom port, you already have to have a downloaded installation kit of a program, right? Which, fair enough. But it also says you can grab stuff from Steam or from wherever, GOG, etc. That is only if it's got a port for it. There is no port for Dungeon Lords. So I went custom port. It wants me to go to my downloads. And it's like, okay, now I got to figure out something else different here. So anyway, but the problem with playing it on the Mac and streaming it this way is the game is running on both computers at the same time, which will bog down your network, obviously. So you get some chattering crap you don't want, and of course it slows things down. Now, I thought, all right, I'm going to just quit the game on my Mac side. Fine. Go to the PC. It's still up and running. All right, let's exit out of there. Let's get out of the game. Not going to happen. It locks me out. So I had to crash my PC with a hard shutdown to get out of the game. That really sucked. Oh, and by the way, gamer mode apparently does still exist in Sequoia. I'll do a separate video about that. I found a couple of games that actually said, hey, gamer mode. And it's like, oh, interesting. Okay, so apparently it is still here. It's just games that it used to recognize under Sonoma. It doesn't recognize those same games under, Sonoma, yeah. Recognized under Sonoma, but on Sequoia it doesn't. It doesn't access those same games as gamer mode. So that's kind of an interesting thing, but I did find a game where it went across and said gamer mode, and it was actually a game I was playing that I just downloaded. Here's another dumb thing about Steam. Free games, right? So I got this free game called FPV Skydive. 100% free. Well, yes and no. You can play it for 1 day for free, and then you're going to have to buy it from the looks of things. Also, it doesn't specify that you absolutely must have a controller, but apparently when you go to play the game, it does. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, you can play the game for free 1 day, right? And it's like, that's not what it said here, right? And it's like, Okay, so free games also, by the way, generally do suck on Steam. They're like really crappy, cheesy ones. But this one I thought, hey, this is kind of a cool game. But it turns out not so free after all, other than for one day. Now, there is an advantage to this, I must say and admit. It is nice to be able to download a game for free and actually play the damn thing, okay? To try it and see if you like it, and then you buy it. Unfortunately, with the Apple Store, okay, and you're probably finding this on the PC, right? You either have to fully pay for the game and you'll still have in-app purchases, or you can download the game for free, but in order to even play it, you still have to purchase the base game. It's like, I just want to try even one level. Just give me one freaking level that I can actually play for free, and then this way, A, if I like it, and B, if it runs good on my computer, then I'll definitely buy it. Because why buy a game and spend all that money if it's not going to run properly? Because we know we have a lot of issues with Apple Silicon anyways with gaming, especially on the M1s, but even the M2s and so on, right? So I think that we need some changes, we'll say, to all the gaming companies to at least allow us either 1 or 2 levels of every game that they produce that we can actually play for free on our computer to make sure it's even going to work first. And then if it does work, well then, hey, we'll hit the buy link and then we'll pay for it and we unlock the whole game. That's a good way to do things, okay? That would be only, you know, a nice thing to do. But no, we don't get that anymore. So yeah, things have changed over the years. So, but I wanted to mainly talk to you guys about streaming games on Steam. If you are streaming them because you have a PC in the house and you don't feel like firing up your PC, well, you're going to need your PC turned on. And this is a problem that may or may not occur for you. It did with Dungeon Lords for me. And, well, I just wanted to put it out there that don't even bother to stream your games onto your Mac side. So you're going to have to actually stick it out with a PC computer, or, you know, maybe install crossover or Parallels, then install Steam into that, and then play it on your Mac, and then you won't have any of this issue. But if you're going Mac OS only, yeah, that's going to be a problem. So, and it won't matter if it's an Intel Mac or an Apple Silicon Mac. If you have games that are PC games and you want to play them on your Mac via Steam, you do have to stream, which means you also have to have your PC turned on, and those games will also fire up. Now, being that I couldn't quit Dungeon Lords, that also tells me that I'm going to probably end up having other issues with other games, okay? Because I do have other games here that are PC only, but I do have a Mac game. I do have Counter-Strike 2 that I can actually install on the Mac, and this is the Mac version. But I haven't bothered, mainly because it's a multiplayer only game, it turns out, no single player, so that was a waste of a download. Destiny 2, that can also be installed. Dungeon Lords is stream only. FPV Skydive, that is a Mac game. The Hunter Classic, also a Mac game too. But yeah, just putting it out there for you guys, so in case you haven't come across this, well, now at least you have a heads up of what's going to happen should you try this stunt. Anyways, so yeah, Steam's got some problems when it comes to playing PC on your Mac. So, see you on the next one. Ciao.